Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. It is time for coffee and cards. If you've never been here before, then I will tell you what to expect here in 1 second. But I do not know what card deck to use. So, sign of the times, a Diana Cooper deck, which is the unicorns and also the archangel animals. Spirit healing, and I'm not really healing spirits, and I'm not sure if we ever got like everything we needed out of the Tree of Life Oracle deck. Not sure if we got that, but I am definitely going to pull one for a raise your vibration. So if you have a preference of one of these decks, then comment it. And by the way, before just really quick, I look really pretty right now, and I did it on accident. So just to let you know, I was like, oh, we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna have like a t-shirts and jeans kind of situation going on, and then this accidentally happened. So I was like, oh, Heather. So thank you in advance for all the compliments. I love you guys. Hi Tara. Hi Tina. Hi Linda. Okay, so far we got to vote for the archangel animals. Okay, so if you've never been to Coffee and Cards before, this is where we get together every Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern. I know it's early, but you can sit there in your bed or cuddle up with your coffee. We do allow you to drink tea if you must. In fact, let me know if you're drinking tea, if you're drinking coffee, or what you're drinking. Okay, we do allow all of that. But then we have a lot of fun in the comments. Facebook is really where it's happening, by the way. But I do have a Rise into Your Power group, which is private. So when you comment, no one else can see. But I do also go live on YouTube and also my Facebook page. And so, yeah, so I'm going to do like readings. I'm just called by whoever I see in the comments. You know, Spirit kind of guides me. And then I do readings using my card decks because I have so many of them. So I got to put them to use. And I think that's it. And then we end always with pick a card. So if you hear something, even though it might not be for you, but it resonates, it's like you have that feeling like, oh my God, like I think that's what I need to do, then it's yours. Then you take it, okay? Because it's kind of a group reading, and that's how spirit works. Okay. And don't you like my mug? It says Good Witch. I'm a good witch. Vegas was amazing. Tina, what do you mean? Did you go to Vegas? Coffee, water. Oh my gosh, Jennifer, why are you drinking water? That's so boring. Okay, I love you, Jennifer. Good morning, Steve. Yes, so me and my son are going to Vegas too for his 21st. So excited. And we're going to get tattoos. So, okay, I kind of want to tell you my tattoo idea, but I don't know. All right, so first off, while anybody else, oh, Diet Coke. Travis, how early is it there? All right, I used to drink like Mountain Dew and Pepsi like at 6 a.m. Okay, so raise your vibration deck. I'm definitely going to pull one out of here. And that's because Diana Cooper, I'm not sure if you guys know or not, but Diana Cooper, the freaking author of this one and this one, I've been talking to her team. She's kind of too busy to come on the podcast right now, but she has that raise your frequency event going on, raise your vibration of the world event. And so we are going to just pull one out of here. It's the only card deck that I felt drawn to today, but I don't want to do the whole entire thing with this card deck. So, okay. Clear your karma. Ooh, this is good. I don't even know what the heck this means, even on an intuitive level. Well, I guess an intuitive level I can, but 1 second. Please hold while I fucking try to find this damn thing. Clear. Come on. There's no darn, like, maybe we're, okay. I found it finally. All right, 102, 103. So it could be like January 3rd or January 2nd. It's January 2nd. Why does it sound familiar? Let me know. Our karma is made up of stories we carry in our energy field that contribute to our reality. There's a good chance that some of these limiting and true. Often these karmic blockages are negative ideas about ourselves that we project into our relationships or connections with others and then think others have about us. When you draw this card, the universe is releasing you from the past experiences, encouraging you to release them from your field. It may help you have an open and honest conversation with whoever you feel has formed a negative opinion of you. By taking the time to communicate with them about this issue, you'll give them the opportunity to let go of the old story and create a better one. Don't hold back from doing this, for it will allow you to open up your energy to more light, abundance, and support. When you face challenging stories head on, you can release them from your energy forever and have a more centered worldview. That allows us to navigate your future with clarity, free from limitations of the past. I do love this card in a way, but basically what I was getting from it for most of us too is just making sure that our past experience, our past beliefs, our limiting beliefs are not hurting us now. So like if it's in a relationship kind of situation, making sure that you're not allowing the person or making the person who you're in a relationship now pay for the mistakes of somebody else in the past because you have trauma or you have been hurt so bad or you have trust issues and now all of a sudden you're projecting those insecurities onto this new relationship and basically using that same premise to other areas of your life. Are you afraid to like spend money and things like that because you made a bad investment or you made a bad choice beforehand? It's kind of like reset yourself. Don't worry so much about the past. Like hindsight's 2020. Okay, we are different people than we were before, and now it's time to like start fresh, start anew. If you have been beating yourself up about something, it's time to clear the freaking slate. You freaking deserve it. Okay, you deserve a clean slate and to be able to go forward, without having to like keep freaking punishing yourself. I love it. Vibe so high, your aura becomes a magnet to blessings. Yes. Okay. Jennifer driving the karmic bus. Yes. And I think that Carrie's here too. Oh, it's so sweet. Had a fantastic trip to see my son at college. Oh my gosh. I've been thinking about you. I know that must be so hard. Black coffee for me this morning. Ditto. I don't like coffee. I'm at the camper in Pentwater and don't have tea here. So what it is. Okay. That's why. Okay. All right, we only have one vote, so we're gonna do it. I think was it you, Travis? Archangel Animal Oracle Dex. It's going to be. It is going to be. Let's see. Okay. Seriously though, having all these card decks is like having a whole closet and then being like, I don't have nothing to wear. I don't have nothing to wear. Oh, and by the way, I keep on doing this because I'm trying to clean off the energy of last time that I used it. Even though I'm the only one that touches my cards still. Ooh, look how pretty these are. Yeah. Okay. You don't have this one, Jamie? I think that Jamie has more cards than I do now. Ooh, so Travis, this is for you. It's the Swan. Demonstrate grace and majesty. Archangel BHOKPI. You guys know I don't know how to. Here, let me see that. Do you guys see it? Archangel Bukami. I want to see what I know intuitively what they're trying to tell you, but I'm going to see what else it said in here. Sorry guys, I don't know every single one of these card decks like very good. Okay, here we go. So wow, 120 and 121. There's a lot of ones and a lot of twos. So ones are all about new beginnings, twos are about coming together, that kind of thing. So it's almost like you could be in the middle of a transformation kind of situation, like the butterfly in the cocoon. It's about to become a freaking butterfly. But before you can become a freaking butterfly, you guys spend time in the cocoon. And guess what? That probably ain't all rainbows and butterflies. Oh, that's funny. It's probably not all unicorns and glitter. Okay, so believe in yourself, know that you are special and beautiful, trust in your inner self, and be confident. Act with calm, peace, grace at all times. Even though your thoughts may be working overtime, maintain a relaxed and serene exterior, and this will bring you equilibrium. I do not feel connected at all to any of this, well, for most of it. So for Travis, though, I really feel like they're talking about, again, that transformation that I just talked about as well. But I do feel, too, that you are way better than you give yourself credit for in almost like every area of your life. I feel like they're trying to remind you that you are really badass, okay? And you take on a lot and you're really, really good with a lot. And you need to give yourself a little bit of credit for everything that you're doing. So if you are feeling overwhelmed or if you're feeling like you can't like do everything or you're failing in some areas, they're like almost like saying, nope, stop that. Because you are actually really, really good. And I do feel an animal connection with you. I don't know if you have dogs or not, but I feel like if you don't have dogs, then there's a lot of spirit dogs in your house around you too, because I just feel like animals are drawn to you. And then I feel two angels with you. One is your guardian angel, and the other one is like I feel is Archangel Michael, just to help you cut cords of things that don't serve you. A lot of it has to do with your mind and limiting beliefs. That's what that they're telling me. And I also feel like, I know it sounds so crazy and so cliche, but I do feel like they're saying like a trip. I don't know why I get camping with you. I get camping and then I sense a trip, but I think it's kind of too cold to go camping. Maybe it's going to be next year, but I do feel like if you are debating about taking a trip, I feel like the answer is yes. And then I also do feel the month of January. Okay. let me know how that resonates. You know, it's the 5 Travis on Instagram. Okay. Okay. My granddaughter's birthday is 121. Oh my gosh, Tara, that's my sister's birthday. You keep seeing 1111. 1111 is one of the most powerful numbers that you can see because the ones are trying to tell you that you are one with the universe. All those ones are telling you, you know, reminding you to not judge yourself or other people because we are all one, you know? So it's like when you're getting hard on yourself and stuff like that, then that's kind of like your reminder, like, hey, take it easy, okay? You are not better than or less than anybody else. Okay. Okay, not rainbows in the cocoon. Yes, was 1, 2, 3, 4 mean? Think about it. What does 1, 2, 3, 4 mean? Because it's progression, right? It's adding to. It's seamless, right? It's not like 1, 2, 3, 2 or something like that. It's called about growing. It's like probably letting you know, keep on going on that path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It's going this way. So that one time when I was seeing my number and it was all jumbled up, that's how I knew I wasn't on the right path because it was jumbled up. Because if I was on the right path, then it would have been seamless like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is probably telling you you're growing, you're doing it, maybe even reminding you that you're making progress, even if you don't feel like you are. But when you see it all jumbled, that means like, okay, what's going on here? Yeah, it's leveling up. Yes, yes. Leveling up. And then also because leveling up, I hate sometimes when we say that because leveling up, it's like, what does that really mean? But it means that you are going, you are doing what you need to do. You are on the right path. Like not all numbers mean that you're on the right path, but that does because it's like, okay, keep on going. Like you might get scared. You might feel like you're not on the right path, but just keep on going. Trust us, you know? I think of ascension when I say 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good one. Rough week at work when I questioned if I knew what the hell I was doing. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. And so it's like, don't question that. You know, you are more badass than you think. That's the reason why I feel like they're trying to tell you that, Travis. And then I think it's oyster. I felt guided to oyster. Okay, okay. And Travis does have 2 dogs. Okay, cutting cords gave me such chills. And then when you get those chills, that's like resonating with you. That is like hitting that button to where it's like, okay, pay attention to this because you know we gotta cut cords every day, all the time. Even if you don't know what the heck you're doing, just pretend, okay? And then like spirit got it. Spirit's like, hey, just freaking say the words, and then we'll take care of it. But you got to say the words because they can't intervene without your permission because of free will. Okay. Oh, it's Kim. Okay. Kimberly? Kimberly? No, okay. Dove, by the way. Dove. And it says spread messages of peace and harmony. I know it sounds so crazy, but every time I see doves, I think of Prince, I think of music, those kinds of things. But I do feel like past loved ones are reaching out to you with the dove card. And I just want to see what it says because I'm just kind of curious. And what numbers? Okay. So 42 and 43. And then it says your guidance is to take deep breaths and center yourself on the out breath until you feel calm and tranquil. Fill the cells of your body with pure peace. Hold out your hand and imagine a gentle white dove landing in it. Listen to its soft coo and allow it to open you to serene and loving way of being. Let your energy fields glow with peace and harmony. Okay. So it's saying, hey, you know, chill, take a step back. You're okay. Like they want you to breathe and be in the present moment. Because I also do feel like, again, a lot of those past loved ones that are reaching out to you, but your brain just might be a little bit too busy or focused on things because I get a lot of like do, or you wanting to take action steps. And it's like, wait, nope, chill, back off. You know, it's time just to be peaceful, just to not think so much about the future and what's going to happen and how it's going to happen, but to be right here in the right now. And then also too, again, those past loved ones, making sure that you're keeping that dialogue and communication open and not discounting a lot of the signs that they're bringing to you. Again, I just feel a January connection. So if you don't have like a birthday or anniversary or passing in January, then I would have to say, you know, keep an eye on January for opportunities, those kinds of things. I'm also seeing the number 3 too. So 3 talks about expansion, and they're making me feel too, you've gotten further ahead than you actually realize, by the way. So you might feel like you haven't really gotten anywhere. Like, okay, like I feel like I'm in the same cycle sometimes, you know, with relationships, work and things like that. But they're like, no, you are making a lot of headway, and I'm seeing rainbows. Rainbows to me means someone in the LGBTQ community that might be like around you. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. But sometimes rainbows can be promises and stuff like that, you know, because God promised the world that he would never, you know, flood the earth again. So yeah, so I don't know if that resonates, but let me know. You guided me with a card before Vegas and 33 came up. You suggested I play 33 on the roulette and then I hesitated. It hit twice at 2 different tables. Do you hear that? That is freaking amazing. I am repeating it. I am repeating that. You guided me to with a card. You guided me with a card before Vegas and 33 came up. You suggested I play 33 on roulette and I hesitated. It hit twice at 2 different tables. Yes. Okay, and 1-3 is your daughter. Wow, Tara, there's like some messages trying to come to your daughter. Let's see. I need your coffee cup. I know. I love it. Okay, I'll give you a little secret. Kelsey, I got it from Meyer, I think. And I got it from Meyer. All right, mom's birthday is January, and we say rainbows are dad's painting in the sky. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Like, oh, it's meant for one person, but you get these little tidbits that come through. Oh, I love it. Yes, all of it. Yes. Okay, good. Let's see now. Okay, yeah, Tara, let me see about your daughter just really quick because there's like a lot of stuff that's coming up. Okay. Ooh, wolf for your daughter. Be independent, but work together. So a couple of things that are coming up with you and her relationship. It's like, hey, you can only do so much, right? It's like she has her own path, her own thing, that kind of stuff coming up too. And it's almost like I get this sensation that she is trying to like either like find herself or she's trying to like come into her own and really get a good grasp of some things. So even though some things might be a little bit more obvious to you, it's like she wants to find her own way in those kinds of situations. And then what else is coming up? I also see the number 2, so coming together. So maybe even with a you and her. And you have a really big light inside of you, by the way, like really, 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 really big. So making sure that you are like shielding yourself and stuff like that, because Tara, I feel like now all of a sudden it's coming to you. And I feel like they're saying that you have a lot of energy vampires that are around you. You might not even realize it because they're really, really nice people, but they are people that feed off of your energy because they are also very tired. And then I feel like it makes you really tired being around them. So I feel like you shield okay and stuff like that, but just keep mindful of that. And especially like in the work situation. And again, huge coming up to you is going to be paying attention to the things that you do want in your life as opposed to what you don't, because they're making me feel like it's a lot of like snowballing of little a little challenges of like little things one after another and that kind of thing. And I don't know what's going on with your yard, but I'm getting like visions of your yard. And I don't know if you need to go out there and like prune or something or get rid of some things. But I feel like they're talking about like your yard and like working on your yard, maybe even getting it set up for winter. I don't know. But they're talking about that and they're talking about like nuances. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I don't feel like I'm done yet. Oh yeah, definitely the moon as well, Tara. So moon stuff, moon water, that kind of thing. It's really, really big. I feel like astrology, zodiac, all of that, like with the stars, is really, really big. I need to bring in some plants. Okay, yeah, okay. Make sure you bring in the plants before they die. I love it. But I love this too. But I do have to say, like that, like I get this over this really big, strong feeling of spirit saying, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Because I feel like you're always trying to look ahead to see what's going on. And I feel like that has to do with the past, with not having a good foundation. But you created a good foundation for yourself. So that's why they're like, hey, don't have to worry, don't have to worry. Yes. Okay. Yeah. And I have a question. The wig thing. Yeah, I still might wear the wig. I don't know. I'm going through like a midlife crisis kind of situation, so I might bring the wig back. So I just wore a blonde wig the other day, and I was like, it did not look good. Okay. Okay. And your yard is getting winterized tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. You love the wig? I know everybody loves the wig. That's the reason I cut my hair cut a little bit. I'm trying to like get the bangs going, but my hair does not, it's way too thick and big. If I cut it like the wig, it's just going to go. And she thinned my hair. My hairstylist thinned my hair, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Turning 40 does that to you, doesn't it? Yes, exactly. Yes, I love my 40th birthday, by the way. Who was it that I was guided to? Okay, I don't. Okay. Oh, Carolina, I don't have a card for you, but as soon as I read that, you said grateful for any message. I have a health issue. First thing is I get a lot of emotion surrounding it. I also get a lot of chills. And then I also get like this fear, right? The couple of things that are telling me though is not to like don't go down that path of just thinking it's worse and worse and worse and worse. I do feel like you've had, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is kind of what I'm picking up, is I get that you had like a cancer diagnosis or scare or something like that. Or if it's not cancer, then it's going to be like a positive test for something like you don't want, that kind of a situation. But the doctors are on it and that kind of thing, but they don't want you to feed into more of that energy, because I feel like you're very susceptible right now. You're very sensitive. And so it's almost like they want you to, number one, not worry so much. Okay. I feel like the number one thing they're saying is that you're going to be okay. But I do feel something up with your blood. So whether that's going to be some kind of like, I don't know, it's not a vitamin deficiency. It's not diabetes. I'm trying to figure out what this is. Something in your blood. But I feel like you're about to, or you have the doctors that you need to talk to. I also see the number 23. So I'm not sure that's 2 and 3. February, March, or 23rd of the month. I wonder if you have a Tony with you. It's to do with my paw. Okay, thinking of surgery. Okay, yes. But okay, what's up with your blood though? Because I feel like there's something there. So when I get blood, that's going to be something that's along the lines. It's not diabetes. What else is there? Trying to get it, because I'm like, it's not zinc, it's not iron. There's something else. It's not cholesterol. I'm trying to go through my mental Rolodex to try and pick it up, because I'm having a hard time seeing it. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but do you have any kind of like cysts or something like that that's growing? Anemia. No, because anemia is iron, right? Okay, you'll check. Okay, so here's the thing, Carolina. First, okay, you know what? I think it's hormones. But I'm not positive. But just making sure that you go through your blood work, making sure that it's all good, and make sure it's on the higher side, okay? Because I feel like obviously a lot of empaths and things like that, like you are, need to have it on the higher side. I do see you going through with the surgery, and I feel like the surgery is going to go fine, okay? But I don't feel like you have to have a surgery. I feel like it's what is that stuff? Black castor oil. Has anybody ever used that? That's coming to my mind right now. Black castor oil can help. But I do feel like that surgery is something that's going to help you just tame and decrease, and it's going to be okay. But let me know about that. And you're asking about your right arm. Yes. Okay. Let me pull a card just to make sure. This is a really weird card deck to actually pull it. Okay. Okay. See through the illusion into truth. Live as fully conscious being. Use power with wisdom. It's talking about getting more information. Yeah, it's talking about getting more information, but I do feel you're going to it. I'm just curious. Are you actually, like, I'm kind of confused now. Left arm, right arm regarding surgery. Yeah, I feel like you're going through with it, but I can't get over this blood thing, so just definitely keep it in mind with that, making sure that they do all those kinds of tests, those kinds of things. And I feel like they're saying get more information. So that could be even more doctors that you look out to, a little bit more of like the specialists into that kind of field. But I feel like you're doing it. Yeah. Okay. Keep in touch with me on how everything goes. But let me just see one more time, just go a little bit easier. It's a little bit harder to do this in a group setting, because then I have to try and weed through everybody else's energy and just connect to yours. Yeah, it's so funny too. I get a lot of worry with you too. And it's like, hey, it's like, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah. So definitely you'll get that checked going ahead. I feel like you're probably going to do it, but I just don't know. I feel like maybe getting another second opinion, that kind of thing. So you have the right doctor doing it, but I do feel like you're doing it. Let me know how it goes though. Okay. Excessive platelets. Oh, I like that, Tara. Yes, I like that. Okay. I love this. So this is for, what is her name? Yeah. Sorry, Caroline, if that was a little like, ooh, like crazy. Where is it? There's somebody on here. Where's her name? Colleen. It is a guinea pig, and it is do your part to illuminate the universe. Okay. By the way, Archangel, it says Archangel Mary, but I really feel like the name Mary is around you. And I feel like she's actually talking about family. And it's so funny too, because I know that you were asking about work, but they don't want to talk about work. I feel like they want to talk about family. I think it's because they want you to have like a release and to have fun, those kinds of things. And you're taking things too personally is something else that they're saying. Like you don't have to take it too personally. And it's like almost like having those boundaries too. It's almost like having the boundaries with work and also with family. But they're saying that you're doing a really good job. Okay. That's the first thing is too. You have a really great work ethic. And I think that one thing that they're saying is that it's just like a crazy time right now at work, but I feel like it's going to settle down. And I know there's like a lot of like inner struggle with you, but I do feel like you're in the right place right now. I know it kind of might suck and you might not want to hear that, but I do get that part. But I really feel too that they're talking about family. So I'm not sure if you need to do stuff with the family or you just need to like have a little bit more fun. It's almost like definitely disconnecting from work when you're not there is going to help out a lot. And another thing too is, man, I feel like you guys are understaffed or something like that, and you're doing a lot. And there's like a lot of stressful things and not a lot of clear direction. That's kind of like what I'm picking up. I feel like a little bit of a disarray, but you know, like a little bit of messiness that could be symbolic though. But you are where you need to be for sure. But you need to have a lot more fun. There's something else too. Something to do with the cosmos. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to bless test. Do you see any health problems? Okay. Oh man, Carol, and then it was Caroline with those other things. Carol, for you though, like I don't know why, but I am getting. Have you had your cholesterol checked for Carol Jarrett? Have you had your cholesterol checked? I see it as like a little bit high or something like that. Like I'm just curious if they had told you previously, but they didn't put you on medication or something, or not as much. But now like that part there. But I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I do feel like your other hormones or your other blood work that is throwing that a little bit out of whack. There's something to do with an imbalance, but it's not anything that like you can't help, if that makes sense. Okay. I keep getting everyone's work to finish. Yes. I know it's totally sucks. That's why I say it's like all in disarray. There's not a lot of freaking direction and that kind of thing. So yes. There's so much stuff understaffing everywhere. Yes, there really is. Okay, so Joy. Oh my gosh, listen intently to understand. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I do feel like they're talking about like there's a worthiness thing going on with you. But look at how freaking colorful this freaking card is. I love it. And that is you because you are extremely colorful. But let me see what they say here. Okay. They talk about parrots. No offense, but I'm good. I'm good. Okay. When you see this card, okay, you are being asked to listen with your heart and soul in order to understand what people are really saying. Use all your senses to note what are truly imparting and what is going on inside them. You may discover more than you thought possible. Yeah. As soon as I read that, it's like, yeah, I'm getting some assumptions that it's like, okay, we can't assume, right? We have to keep on going. And it says you are also being reminded that archangels work through color. When you wear a bright color or choose your home or workplace, the angels can radiate their light and their lessons through the vibration. I know it sounds so crazy, but I just feel like you're going to feel a lot better once you start getting out of your own way, once you start what's called going bigger than going home. There's some risks that you have to take. And I feel like they're going to pay off just as long as you work on your mindset, because there's a lot of shit from your past, because I do feel like a very rough life and that kind of thing. And you know this, empaths and sensitives and stuff like that. We've been given the rough hand at life. And so going ahead and letting go of some of those things and creating like a Joy 2.0 is really what's going to happen. And then stop doubting yourself. There's so much freaking doubt. I also feel too that they're bringing more love into your life, which I thought that you were with somebody, but I'm not really sure. But anyways, like a reunion of sorts, a rekindling of this love, those kinds of things. And it's like, I don't know why, but allow the fuckers to freaking like just whatever, because I feel people like this at you. And it's like, hey, you can't be everything to everyone, okay? And you can't make everybody happy. So it's just kind of like bug off, kind of situation. But I do feel like it's your time to like fly. And I feel like there's a lot of movement happening until the first of the year, almost, so to speak. It's almost like if you keep your progress and you stop doubting and you just go where you're being led, you are going to have like a major transformation to where 2024 is just going to be outstanding. I don't know why I'm not sure why they're saying this, but it's like wherever you're living right now, that's good. Okay. It's where you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to move right now. It's just not a good time. I feel like it just would create more stress when they want you to focus on other things than moving. I don't know if that's something that you thought about or someone else in your house was thinking about, but moving is not going to solve any kind of situations, any kind of issues. I see Galinda from the Wizard of Oz. Yes. And for you, definitely the number 4. 4 is all about security, money, foundation, but it could also be April as well, or both. I think for both. Thank you, Heather. Okay, yes, I understand. And yes, I have. I love you, Joy. You're my favorite. Yes. Oh, okay. You know what, Lynn? Let's come over here. It's like those damn cut cords. Yes. It's like those damn cords. Lynn, let's see. Oh, man. Okay. Damn it. I don't have the... All right. These are the Romance Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Okay. I do love them. I think that everybody should have this deck. And Lynn was just asking if her and her husband will last. These are the most accurate ones for a relationship, most accurate cards. And so she asked, will me and my husband last? Separation came up. Okay, so right now it does seem that you guys are on the path to separate. It does seem like that will probably happen. And I'm just gonna like tell you really quick something, and then I'm gonna intuitively pick up. Just because these cards say something does not necessarily mean it's going to happen. Like, you can change it. You have free will. So by seeing that you're separating, do you feel relief or do you feel scared? Like, what is that telling you something? Like, me and my friend, she had a reading once that said that, oh, you two are not going to be friends and all these bad things about me and stuff like that. But me and my friend were like, you know what? We are going to prove that psychic wrong, and we are going to stay friends forever. And so far, it's so good, But for you, it's saying that separation right now is what's on the agenda. Now, when I tune more into this, I have to tell you, and I'm not sure, we have some readers in here from the Coffee and Cards Club. You let me know what you guys are getting and picking up from this. But I get that that's a good thing. I get that you guys should separate. I feel like maybe you guys have been together for so long, or there's a familiarity there, but I really do feel like your guys' soul contracts, like it could go either way, but I do feel that you would be, better off, going ahead and exploring like this new life. And I know that there's still a lot of like this love and desire from you to your husband, and he also still feels the same way about you. I do feel a lot of past life connections with you and your husband, so that probably shows me that, okay, you guys have spent a lot of lifetimes together. That's why you guys are so familiar. But is it still working out right now? Like, is this truly what you want? I don't know why. I'm not sure if you guys have just been together however long, but it's almost like there's been a lot of changes. There's been a lot of difference. It's almost like you're a little bit different of a person, and so is he. But if you do really want to, man, the guy is holding his heart. So I'm not sure if that means that his heart break or if he, has any issues with his heart and those kinds of things. But there's still a lot of love going from you to him, and vice versa. But yes, that's all I'm picking up. You're so right. We've been together 34 years and 2 kids. Okay. It's so funny because I was feeling 3. So I'm not sure if you had a miscarriage or anything like that, but I felt like there was a third kid, but that could just be symbolic or whatever. I don't know. But it's that familiarity. But I just wonder, like this path here, and it's almost like a different kind of love, different. Yeah, scared. Okay, scared. Yes, because it's the only thing that you've known for freaking 34 freaking years. There's a daughter he has now from 34 years ago. Okay, there's the 3rd kid. Okay. Yes. Let me see if they have any kind of advice, because it's almost like, the fear shows you where you should go. Okay, and it says aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom. Yeah, and the reason why that this one is coming up is because it's like, there's more to life than the same things that you've been doing. And I feel like your spirit guides want to give you a piece of that, but it's still in the open. But I got to say this to you, if you really want to try and make it work, it has to be sweet communication, because right now I feel like your husband's putting up a kind of like a wall, because I feel like there's something there where like he around his heart has gotten hard. And I think it has to do with the communication and a lot of, you know, you trying to express yourself, but maybe not in the best way, because you're doing as best as you can. So you get very emotional or something along those lines. So he responds better to a little bit more sweetness, even though I don't know why, but he seems very jerky right now. Yes. It's like, yeah, I don't want to say this word, but like, does he have narcissistic tendencies or something like that? Because he's feeling very, you know, yes, I am very hard. Yeah, okay. That totally makes sense then, a little bit of both ways with that sweetness. But if I were you, okay, he is horrible. Okay, see, that's the reason why that spirit was like, hey, you know, it's a better, it's a good idea if you guys don't end up together. But there was something else too. Oh yeah. It's almost like, think about it this way: instead of thinking of the bad parts that if something happens, think of all the cool things that you're going to be able to do. Because I just get this feeling too that he is like a rock, like very, you know, stuck in his ways. And so then you just grown accustomed to almost like following, you know, his rules or whatever, you know, however he goes, and you're going to have a lot more freedom to really express yourself. And I think that part is really scary to you because you've been living with him for so long, you might have forgotten like a little bit of who you are. Yeah. He thinks you're hard. Yeah, I know. I don't get it. Oh my gosh, sorry. There's a scammer. One moment. Let's see. Oh, I heard deception when connecting to them. There you go. Kelsey, thank you. Let me see. Oh, just turned up. Okay. Absence makes a hot girl fonder. Okay. That is true. Okay. Let's see. Let me make sure that this person is blocked. Also heard rise above with the giraffe card. Thank you, Kelsey. Look at that. Okay. You just described my life. Yikes. Oh, then yeah, exactly. It sucks, doesn't it? It sucks. Okay. I think we're going to move on to pick a card, though, because I have a feeling it's going to last a minute. Okay. Oh, guess what? Pick a card. There's 4 cards today. 4. Okay. So there's 4 cards today, so you know what to do for pick a card. So, and then like same thing with like Linda, okay, which is really fun. Lynn and Linda. Okay. Anyone who's even gotten, you know, a reading today or is looking for any kind of advice, we're going to ask Spirit to draw us to card 1, 2, 3, or 4. Numbers are really, really big. A lot of times we do letters, but today we're doing numbers because numbers are really, really big. And we're going to ask them to help us choose the card for our highest good, for the message for our highest good. So 1, 2, 3, or 4, which one do you feel guided towards? And then comment it. Okay. So when you comment it, you're being like, okay, I am taking this message. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Does it sound like I'm saying one of them higher than the other? Maybe if you rub your hands together, activate those hand chakras, put number 1 into a ball, number 2 into a ball, number 3 into a ball, number 4 into a ball. Maybe you have more than one. Put them in your mind's eye. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe one of them looks a little brighter than the other. Okay, and then I'm going to come here because someone had some really question. I've been getting a lot of 1, 1, 1, 1s, 2, 2, 2s, 3, 3, 3s, 1, 1, 1 all last week. I tried to get clear and ask who and why I was getting messages, but I've been so cloudy I haven't been able to get a clear answer. Okay, so you can go ahead, try journaling it out, see if that helps. Or you can do the standard issue thing, you know, which is 1, 1, 1, 1s are all about new beginnings, about spirit being with you, you being part of the one consciousness. 2, 2, 2s are about coming together. 3, 3, 3s all about expansion. But also the 3s to me are all about angels being with you. And 1, 1, 1s, you know, basically the same thing. 2, 2, 2s. Yeah. Okay. So for me, 3, 3, 3, 3s, all the 3s that always are angels. 4, 4, 4s are all about ascended masters. That's for me. So you can say, hey, okay, I'm going to keep on going unless I start seeing some effed up numbers. Okay. Because when the numbers are all crazy, those are the times when they're like, hey, you need to change. You need to do something. Oh my God. Sorry. There's another disgusting spammer. Okay. Oh, he wants his daughter who doesn't want to know me. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry that you have this. Okay. You know what? Since you guys also want, we're going to do a little thing here. Okay. We're going to do the romance decks. Okay. So And so it is. Okay, you guys ready? I think that I'm guided more towards the end of the deck. Like, you know, 3 and 4. It got more and more energy as I went by. Like 1 had no energy, 2 a little bit more, 3 a lot more, 4 a lot more. Okay, so we each get 2 decks. Okay, what's 444 again? For security, foundation, money, those kinds of things, and then usually brought on by the Ascended Masters. Ascended Masters are going to be like Jesus, Mother Mary, Krishna, Ganesh, like all sorts of different kinds of biblical or intergalactic guides, those kind of things. So whoever you resonate with. The Ascended Masters for me, I resonate most with Jesus and Krishna, because Krishna is much about love. It's just like Jesus is. So, okay, you guys ready? So first off, for card 1, oh, you get that all the time? Then they're with you, freaking Tony. They are with you. And so they're like, hey, so I'll be like, okay, cool. That's awesome that you're with me. What do you want me to know? And then see, maybe you'll get a different number. Okay, so be forbearing and patient. Archangel Jophiel. Ooh, I love it. So if you chose card 1, it's about slow and steady wins the race. It's kind of like going ahead and taking a little bit of your time and knowing that good things come with consistency and also with patience. Okay. I also do get, I know it sounds kind of funny because it's a camel and stuff, but I do feel like you need to be drinking more water. You really need to be taking a little bit better care of your health and what you are like your body and those kind of situation. It does seem like you're a little bit more sensitive to some of the food that you're eating, and then also like with your environment. I do feel right now is not going to be the time to take a lot of action if you chose card 1. This is going to be just wait it out a little bit, give it at least a couple of more days, those kinds of things. I do feel like spirit is giving you a lot of information right now. It's just that it's kind of like going over your head or you're not really noticing those kinds of things. So they're like, I'm not sure they're going to bring to you in dreams or something, but I do feel like more information is coming. They're going to try and make it a little bit more obvious. I do feel sacred geometry really, really big with the card 1 people. And so that is going to be about organization, getting things together, keeping your eye on what you do want, and then going ahead and creating the steps of what you do want. I do feel a lot of letting life, like living life. If you need to grab life by the horns and live it, as opposed to just being dragged through life. Okay. So there's a lot to do with that. You need to figure out what the F you want. Okay. If you chose card 1, like what do you truly want? If you could have everything in the world, not just money, but time or whatever like that. If you could, go ahead and earn a lot of money, with the least amount of work, all those kinds of things. It's not just about winning the lottery and those kinds of stuff. It's about what's going to give your life purpose, that kind of thing. And then anything else that's going on here. I definitely feel a lot of masculine energy with this card too. And so a masculine energy, they really take time to think about things and they're very strong willed. So be strong willed, but just kind of don't let it hinder your progress. Okay. So I'm going to do this one as well. Okay. Ooh, card 1 says deception for the relationship card. It says someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So I don't feel like it applies to everybody that chose card 1, but some card 1 people, you might be going ahead and seeing things differently than like your partner, that maybe this person isn't 1000% honest. If you have a good relationship, okay, and you chose card 1, don't worry about this. But if you have a relationship where there's been a lot of like challenges, there's been a lot of breaking up and getting back together, if there's been, those kinds of things to where it's been spirits been trying to tell you this is not a good relationship for you, then this is what they're saying. They're not saying that they're necessarily liars and cheaters and those kinds of things. It just they might not be expressing their true emotions to you, that they might not be telling you exactly, what is going on. Maybe in some ways too, it's kind of a good thing because they just don't want you to worry and that kind of thing. But like if I chose card 1 right now, I wouldn't be resonating with this because I know that me and oh god, there's a cute little squirrel right outside my window. This wouldn't be pertaining. Okay. Same with Kelsey. Okay, 1 is calling you out. Okay, but then some of you guys, this is your sign for card 1. Okay, you gotta be freaking honest with yourself and your relationship. Okay, so let's go to number 2. Okay, let me know how number 1 resonated. Okay, goat. Oh, I want the goat. Greatest of all time. Act from your innate wisdom. Okay, and it is Archangel Prolomik and Pan, God of nature. I love this. Love this so much. The first thing that's coming up is that they're saying that people are watching you, whether or not you realize it or not, that you actually have created a lot of goodness in your life, and then the people actually admire you. I know it sounds so incredibly crazy, but they're like, yeah, they're watching, not just your kids and things like that, but other people in your life. So even though you might feel like you have some haters, you also have a lot of people who actually secretly admire you. And so you might have a lot of those people who are kind of like jealous or whatnot, or they might show some jealous tendencies, or they might always be talking about themselves instead of you, not letting you get a word in edgewise about yourself. And that has a lot to do with them. And then I also feel too, your third eye is going kind of crazy. And I feel like they're saying, hey, you need to be trusting your intuition, and you do not have to be fearful of any kind of this spiritual kind of things. And yes, they're also saying that you have some really good, what is it called? Like intuition, those kinds of things. You are feeling it correctly. And I see a lot of magic around you. So I feel like they're saying like, hey, believe in miracles and those kinds of things. And then, yes, it's saying too that going out in nature is going to be really, really big for you and also critical for your health. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it's just, I think I've said it before where it's like, okay, inside of our house, it's all dead things. There's nothing living. And then even our lights are messing us up. You know how our lights are, they like F up our eyes and stuff. So that's the reason why they want you to get outside. Even just sitting down and having your coffee outside or your tea outside is going to go a long way. I also feel too a lot of mountains in the background. And what that is telling me though is that you've overcome a lot of that stuff. So it's almost like it's time for you to enjoy life a little bit. And yes. And I sense like a little boy. Yes. Okay. Ooh, express your love. So for color card 2 people, this is going to be about expressing your love. So if you love somebody, then show them, give them lots and lots of love all the time. And it's so funny, like with me and my husband, I do that all the time. I'm constantly in his face, telling him how much I love him, or I don't know, just being flirtatious and crazy and stuff like that. I love doing it. I think it's so cool. And so that you need to do that. Keep fun with your relationship. And then if you have somebody that you've been thinking about, they might not be getting the hint that you are into them. So this is going to be kind of like your green light. And it says, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So even if you and your spouse or your partner or whoever it is that you're interested in are on the outs right now, you guys are maybe not getting along and stuff, going ahead and being that first one to, book an Airbnb for the weekend, or, reserve a romantic dinner, or going ahead and, buying them something, going ahead, figuring out what their love language is, and then doing something for that way. Like my husband's love language is acts of service. And I swear to God, I'm so lazy. I am like, not really lazy, but it's like, oh my God, I don't want to do things for you. I just rather buy something for you because it made my life a lot easier. But doing it for them with their love language is going to be, it's going to be good. Okay, let me see what people are saying. Okay, wow, amazing. Thank you, Tony. That makes a lot of sense with all those numbers I've been seeing. Patience resonated with card 1. My coworker thinks I will get a promotion if I wait. The other guy won't work out, and I'm next in line seniority wise. Ooh, that's a good one. And then Carrie said, someone pulled that in our coffee cards group. Yes, I love that. The little goat looks like it's inside the other goat. It's reminding me again to embrace the kid inside and to have fun. Yes. And that's what a baby goat is called, a kid. And that's exactly what I've been doing this weekend with my kid. Yes, I love that. I love that. And I love that you've seen that in that. I didn't see that, but you've seen that. And I love that that's such a great freaking message. Okay. Wow, there's a little boy in heaven, my son. Oh, I had a miscarriage years ago. Tony, yes. Great message for number 2. I'm a nature buff and try very hard staying grounded. The magic, yes, is awesome. Good, good, good. And Travis says, totally confirms what you told me earlier. Badass outside stuff. I'm very loving to my people. Yes. I haven't been outside either. Like, I need to get outside. Like, I wish I could have a gym that's outside. Like, that would be freaking amazing because I spent so much time in the gym lately. Okay, ready? Card 3 people. Ooh, horse. Ooh, this is a good one. Horse, and it says care for others and let them be free. Archangel Mary and Christelle. I love this. I know an animal communicator, and she says that like horses are one of the most stuck up animals. Like they're very conceited. It's like you basically have to bow to them before you when you go into their presence. So I thought that was kind of cool about horses. But yeah, This one is talking about going ahead, doing your part, being who you are, so that's going to be however that you show people that you love them and that you care about them. But then at the same time, not making them, go on to your rules, or play by your rules. So this has a lot to do with other people, but it's almost like they have their own way of doing things. They have their own path to lead and those kinds of stuff, and you can't do anything about it. This is a big family card for card C or three people, sorry, card three people. Yes. And it's very much about like the family. It's also about, you affect them whether you realize it or not, even in like the little most subtle ways. And I'm actually going to pull it out of the book because I feel like I'm missing something that I need to hear, that we all need to hear. Let's see. Come on. Okay, 66 and 67 in the book. And it says this card calls you to expand your heart center and to focus on noble qualities and aspirations. You are reminded that in order to honor others and let them be free, you must first respect yourself and set yourself free. So tune into the great universal Archangel Mary and let her wonderful healing, divine feminine light bathe you. That's a good point. Bathe you into dissolving the old. Then take decisions that chime with you, and light you up. I love it. You have to let yourself free. You have to let other people free. A lot of feminine energy too. So it's like, yeah, going ahead and embracing that femininity, that part of yourself. And that's what I'm trying to do now. Like you see, like my hair looks good. Like, yeah. So I'm trying to do this. So that's what you are being guided to do. And it's like almost like two things are coming up. The first thing is you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, so you can only do so much. And the other thing too is that, knowing that when people leave your life, they're leaving for a reason, for a season, and it's like you've touched their life and just allow them to grow. So if you have any kids that are like going through something, like I keep on thinking about my son when I see this card, and it's like, yeah, I can only do so much to help him out. Like he's a grown kid now, a grown man, and that kind of stuff, and I can only do what I can do. And that's with anybody who's not listening to you in your life. That's it. It's like you can only do so much. This is going to be a card that is, for some reason, it's like a yes card. And I feel like it's time for you just to go out exploring and have a lot of fun. And this is a card about not keeping yourself in a box. This is a card about expanding, going out, trying new adventurous things. This is a card that's also about family, but it's also about you. It's like doing you first and, knowing that you have a big, ginormous freaking heart. Okay. So the card three people, you guys are very, very loving. Okay. But it's almost like don't put so much stock into, caring and being there for others. Like you really need to care and be there for yourself. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. 1 second. Yeah, and Lynn, you chose card three. That makes sense. That makes sense for you because it's like even though your family is a big part of you and you love it and that kind of stuff, it's like almost like it's time for you to do you now. Like you have spread your light and your wisdom. Oh, and romantic feelings is card three, and it says your feelings are worth exploring. Okay, it's making you feel like, okay, how do I truly feel, in my relationships, and for some reason I'm getting romantic and otherwise, how are you truly feeling? You have to get down to the truth of your heart. Okay, not just what you've been thinking or believing for so many years or whatever. It's like really thinking about it. Have things changed within you? Are you a different person? Is the person that you're with a different person now? Like, do you want different things? Do you want to like change up like your daily life? Do you want to like go and explore and stuff like that? Did some things that used to not be deal breakers, are they deal breakers now? There's something there to be with truth that I feel like, sorry, I hate to say it, but meditating and journaling is really, really going to help you out. You need to tame those thoughts because your heart and your mind are not on the same page if you are card three people. So it's almost like what you're thinking about, maybe what you need to do, what society tells you need to do versus what your heart is telling you is completely different things. And the biggest thing that they're saying too is that card three people, your feelings are freaking valid. How you truly feel is valid. And you need to explore those feelings, whether or not you actually like, set off and you actually do what you think you're going to do. It's the journey. Okay. So wherever you're going to be led to do, you just need to do it. Okay. The whole journey, just exploring that part. And for some reason, I am feeling like this, so I am feeling with you and maybe in the relationship that you're in, like just a little bit of separation. Doesn't mean that you guys have to separate, but it definitely does mean that it's changing, it's evolving, it's different. Okay. And you need to explore those differences. Does that make sense? I think I'm trying to explain it the best that I can. It's almost like if you've been with somebody for so long, it's like you're so used to the same old thing, but it's almost like you need to change it up. You need to change it up. You need to do something different. Meditating and journaling really helps. It does. It does, Tony. And why are we so reluctant to do it? Hitting me right in the feels. Okay, good. I chose 3. This card makes sense in so many ways. Yes. I'm getting a little from other cards. Okay. Okay. Let me make sure that I hammer this spammer really quick. Like a part of me is like, do I need to have like help on here with people, doing that? Okay, definitely makes sense. Okay, cool. Now we're doing card 4. Okay, here we go. I'm a little scared too. Bee, and it's so funny. I've been looking for beeswax candles because I heard they're really good. Spread heart healing with joy, Archangel Premelik. Oh, I love this. So card 4, people, you just like the bee, you guys are hard workers, okay? Always taking action steps and also being very, very good at spreading joy, spreading love. I feel like the biggest thing that's getting into your way right now is confidence, okay? Confidence that you can do it, confidence in another person. There's definitely a lot of energy. And I'm also seeing the number 6. So that could be the month of June or the 6th of the month. And so anybody that has a birthday or anniversary of passing is really with you. And I also feel like that mother bee, those kinds of things. And I'm going to look in the book. Okay. And it is number 15 and number 16. I don't care about the history of bees. The bee reminds you to do everything with joy. When you serve others, the planet with your open heart, and alchemic change takes place, both in the giver and the receiver. You become one and spread openness throughout the universe. Solidarity and togetherness grow in the consciousness of the world. So let your actions be purposeful and allow the higher purpose to work through you and guide you. Then your life flows and the highest good always unfolds for you. The bees also guide you to remember that the power and the light conferred by the use of sacred geometry. Oh, wow, that's funny. I got sacred geometry in the other one. Use its principles in your home and workplace, and the angels will sing over you, bringing you light and peace. So 100% it's going to be also about that organization. I also feel Archangel Metatron because, he's the big one with the sacred geometry. So with this one, you have to come from a freaking place of love. Okay. I feel like the card freaking 4, people, you guys have the same problem that I have, which is sometimes like the filter isn't there. And then you're also hot-headed. Maybe you're a freaking redhead too. Okay. So it's like we need to come from that place of love. We need to come from that place of acceptance. Okay. And we also have to too, like you're working so hard, but where are you going? Are you actually going into the direction that you want? Because for the card 4, people, it's almost like making sure that all the action steps that you're taking every single day is leading you more towards what you want. I also feel a lot of card 4 people are doing a lot of work inside of the house, and it's almost like they're saying, stop it. It's like allow other people to be responsible for themselves. There's something there to do with delegating and even hiring out or whatever like that, or making other people, clean up their own messes and clean up their own laundry, all those little things. Okay. Because I also feel a lot of people from card 4 are so busy all the time, but like, what are you getting done? It's like almost like you're out of energy, but it's almost like I don't, it's like you're out of energy, but it's like at the end of the day, sometimes you think back and you're like, oh my God, did I even get anything done? And so study the Winslow race again is a thing here. And they're also talking about card 4 people are very, very unique. And there's also this aspect too, where it's like, don't feel bad that you are the way you are. Don't feel bad that you want certain things or that you are different than other people. Embrace that freaking uniqueness because you came down here to really express who you are in this really weird way. Okay. Yes, Metatron. Yes. Okay, being a stay-at-home mom, I'm constantly cleaning. I feel so burned out. Yes. Yes. And let me see what this card is. Ooh, it says free yourself. Free yourself. And so it's time to take back control of your life. So there's going to be 2 parts to this. Okay. So the first part is if you feel like you're in a pretty good relationship, if you like your relationship and stuff like that, this is saying then to those people who are in that good relationship, like you can feel it, you got to be more of yourself. Okay. You got to be more of yourself. Just because they don't want to go somewhere and do something doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. Okay. Like you still need to do it. Like you need to have your own outlet, your own friends doing like your own thing. It's that, what is it called? Def Leppard song. I love it. Divided we stand, united we fall. Like, I love that part. And that's with you and your husband. So it's, or you and your spouse or your partner, wife, whatever it is. So that's like the really big part, is going to be like, okay, maybe in the past you didn't do certain things because of that, because they didn't like it. Well, now it's time to reevaluate that, because if it means a lot to you, then you should really do it. Okay. This could be anything from renovations to taking trips to investing, all those kinds of things. Now, the second place, so if you are having kind of relationship issues and a lot of challenges, again, back and forth, like, do they like me? Do they not? Those kinds of things. Like, you're being a jerk to me. You're a narcissist, all those kinds of things going back and forth. This is like your card saying to free yourself from that relationship, that it is not in your best interest. But here's the thing. I like to be a sugarcoater a little bit, and I'm just that kind of way. If I was not in a good relationship and those kinds of things, then I would seriously just start looking and thinking and daydreaming about what I would truly want, okay? What I truly want in a relationship, what I truly want in life. And that's the thing too, is that thing about life is coming up really, really big. And so it's like, what do you want? Have you guys grown apart at all? Or have you guys grown together? Think about that. And then here's the thing too, is like, I just want to keep one more thing in the back of your mind. If you had this card, it's almost like my husband and I are polar opposites. Polar opposites. You cannot get any more opposite than us. Okay, it's insane. But the thing is, though, I don't have to free myself from him, because he's still willing to do the things with me. He's still willing to try. He's still willing to do all this. It's when they stop it and they're like, no, I am not going to go there. I am not going to do this. I am not going to, explore these options with you. It's when they're like that. It's like, okay, there has to be some kind of give and take in a relationship, making sure that you have that if you chose card 4. Okay. Because I know so many other people where they're in relationships and the person's just like, cut it. Nope, that's not happening. And that's not fair. And that's not right. Okay. So kind of think about that. Okay. If you have someone that's worth exploring, and maybe they're kind of like my husband in a way where it's like, okay, I can't just throw them off to the, I can't be like too crazy, you have to wean them on, so like wean them on to this craziness. Okay. Yeah. So hopefully that makes sense. So true. Okay. And Kim said, I chose 2, but 4 resonates so much. Yes. Okay. That happens all the time, all the time. Okay. And let me see, anything else that they want to say? Card 4 people definitely have more fun, though. I definitely feel like you have to have a better balance with work and play. Definitely that as well. And I see a lot of intuition and a lot of what is it called? Spidey senses, psychic senses. Okay, I was a smoker when I met my husband. He said he wouldn't marry a smoker, so I quit. And now he's a smoker, and I hate it. Oh my gosh, sorry, that was just freaking crazy. Okay. Hamming a spammer. Oh my God, 4 resonates too with the relationship part. We actually did separate about 5 days ago. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lynn. I know that's so tough for you. But it's like almost like keep hey, you know what? It's like you got some freedom now. Like, what are you gonna do with yourself? Like, think about like it in the good way as opposed to like the bad way. Like, what things have you always wanted to do? Maybe now is the time to do them. Okay, have to take baby steps, introducing him to our woohoo magic. Yes, yes, yes. 4 is spot on for me. Oh my gosh, Karen, I'm so happy that is. Stay at home. Stay at home mom life is definitely card 4. Yes. Oh, wait, Leanne says, my daughter was born in June and we moved to Texas from Oregon in June with her dad, who lived here already. It hasn't been all that we thought. Yep. So I haven't been the most joyous. I need to work on that. I know it's hard, though. It's hard. Just try and find like the little things, and hold on to them, and then create your own freaking happiness. Be like, hey, if I'm freaking stuck here, in Texas, I'm gonna make the most of it. Go see some games or whatever, like, tour Texas. Okay, awesome. Okay, how you guys doing? Okay, I chose 2. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. I am trying to see a better life. Still fresh though. Yeah, it's not easy. Stick with us. We'll be your homies. Funny about house cleaning. I'm purging today. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do too. I was on my feet for like 6 hours trying to just get my clothes away. Oh, and 2 is spot on for you. Good. Yes. And I feel the same thing. Like, I know that this is, it resonates with me as well. And so if you still need more direction, going ahead, meditating, journaling it out, going for a walk in nature, even putting on like meditation music as you walk can help out a lot. Okay. Well, I am off. Okay, by the way, I am off to go get breakfast. If you get a friend's request from me, if you get a message from me, it is not me. It is a spammer. Okay. I am going to be taking some time. I got to decompress and I got to ground. Okay. Maybe you need to do it too. There's tons of spammers. There's like 21 Facebook profiles pretending to be me that Facebook will not take down. And same thing with Instagram. There's only a couple. So I love you guys so much. In the link in the show notes, if you want to call it the show notes, I'm so used to doing my podcast. There's a Coffee and Cards Club, and we have a circle coming up very soon. And wait, the seance event. If you guys want readings, okay, the Coffee and Cards Club peoples, okay, that are practicing their psychic, their mediumship skills and stuff like that, we're doing a seance event, okay? So let me know if you need the link and those kinds of things. If it's going to be a lot of fun, it's going to be online and it's donation based. So if you can just $5, whatever, $20, that's cool. And then all of the proceeds, all the donations go to the readers, okay? It's split up amongst them, okay? So I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday, and I hope to see you at the seance event. I'll see you soon, and see you next Sunday.